Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. As you just saw in the little intro there, you need to check out those noises whenever they come along. This truck came in, she didn't say anything about the belt squeal at all. She said, check it out. Well, there are a couple types of customers. There's the ones that say, check it out, and they're saying check it out with the expressed intention of you not finding anything. And then there's the ones that say check it out because they want to find whatever might be wrong and fix it because they don't want to get stranded. She is the latter. She wants to know what all's wrong with it and she wants to get it fixed. Well, she did know about the belt squeak, she just didn't think about it. Belt's all floppy there. We've got a new belt and a new tensioner. We're going to throw that on there right now. It's also got to have an oil change, go through, check fluids, all that kind of stuff. She asked about the transmission fluid. I checked it for her, and it doesn't need changed right now. She can't remember. She thinks she had a transmission put in it at some point in the past. But let's get to work swapping out this Serpentine belt and tensioner. It's not a bad job. You can do it in your driveway. The AC belt is a little different. We put that on a couple of years ago, so it should be okay. Now when it comes to pulling this apart, you can do it without taking all this stuff off of there, but it'll probably be a whole lot easier and a whole lot quicker if you take it out of your way. It's got a little Christmas tree holding in this coolant hose over here. Pop it out. Two clamps holding in the air duct, and it's stuck. Oh. Yeah. This has got an alignment on it. Don't try to put it back on there without taking it off and putting it on the plastic part. You'll be fighting it all day for no reason. The rubber part needs to be on the plastic. Now, we can see this thing. You can pull this part if you'd like, but there's no need to really. Now we can see how that pulley is just melted. Like I say, she had no indication other than the belt was squealing a little bit. She was lucky it made it here. And even more lucky that we didn't just do a quick oil change and then send it back out the door. I don't like finding things. I don't like finding more. But I'm not going to send something out with a problem. So the bolts holding this in, 15 millimeter. I think there's 3 of them. Yes, there's 3 of them. Let's swap that out. All right, here's what we had. This thing was just sitting there riding and did not fly off. She got lucky. But what happens is this bearing right here starts to go bad. It still moves, but it starts to go bad, gets hot, and it starts to melt the pulley from the inside out, and then it eventually collapses. And then it couldn't keep the belt tensioned, and it was squalling. That was her only deal. We're replacing the belt because it's been squealing and squalling and slipping for a period of time. Let's get the new one, throw it on there. Okay, we got the tensioner on there, got the belt on there. Of course, the nut, the bolt and the tensioner is a different size, so that's just how it is. We'll put our air tube back in. This part here, I mean, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't have to be there, but it was there before, so I put it back. Let's fire it up and take a listen. Now that's a whole lot quieter than what it was. You always want to run it and watch your belt and make sure that it's in the grooves everywhere, it's running true. This one is now, so that takes care of this job. This is a pretty simple job. I did have it on time lapse so that you wouldn't hear me cussing it out whenever I was trying to get that belt put on there. Brand new belts, they don't like to be straight. They want to wad up into a knot. So you usually have to berate them into shape. So that takes care of this job. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.